Hey everyone, welcome back to Chill English Channel, your calm place for learning English through meaningful conversations. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. We're very happy you're joining us today.
Today's topic is something that many people feel, but rarely talk about openly.
That's true. Some people carry this feeling every single day, even if nobody around them notices it.
The topic is, you are the only hope for your family.
Just hearing those words can create a lot of emotion.
For some people, it feels inspiring.
For others, it feels heavy.
And for many people, it feels like both at the same time.
Before we begin, let's make something clear.
We are not saying that one person should solve every problem in a family.
And we're definitely not saying that your value depends only on money or success.
Every person has value, no matter their situation.
Absolutely.
But many listeners may understand what we're talking about today.
Maybe your parents worked very hard to give you opportunities they never had.
Maybe your family struggles financially, and everyone hopes things will improve.
Maybe you are the first person in your family attending university.
Or maybe people around you believe you can build a better future for everyone.
When that happens, life can feel very different.
Because your goals are no longer only about yourself.
Your decisions affect the people you love.
Jake, have you ever felt responsible for other people's future?
Yes, I have.
What was that like?
Honestly, it was both motivating and stressful. Some days I felt strong and focused. Other days I felt overwhelmed by the pressure.
I think many people can relate to that.
When people depend on you, success feels more important and failure feels more frightening.
That's very true.
Every decision suddenly seems bigger.
Every mistake feels more serious.
And every delay feels like you're letting someone down.
Let's teach our listeners an important word.
The word is responsibility.
Responsibility means having a duty to take care of something or someone.
For example, she accepted responsibility for helping her family.
Or, responsibility helped him become more mature.
That's an excellent word to remember.
You know, something interesting happens when people become the hope of their family.
What happens?
They start thinking differently from many people around them.
That's true.
While some people think only about today, they're thinking about the next 5 or 10 years.
They're thinking about opportunities.
They're thinking about stability.
They're thinking about how to create a better future.
And that kind of thinking changes a person.
It really does.
Sometimes people imagine that being the hope of a family means becoming rich.
But that's not always the case.
Not at all.
Sometimes it simply means becoming the first person to break a difficult cycle.
Explain what you mean.
Maybe a family has struggled with poverty for generations.
Okay,
Maybe nobody had the opportunity to receive higher education.
I understand.
Then one person decides to change that story.
That's powerful.
It is. That person may not become famous, but their actions can affect future generations.
Let's teach another useful word.
The word is opportunity.
Opportunity means a chance to achieve something good.
For example, education gave her new opportunities.
Or, he worked hard because he didn't want to lose the opportunity.
That's a word you'll hear often in English.
Jake, what do you think is the hardest part about carrying family expectations?
I think it's the pressure people place on themselves.
More than the pressure from others?
Often, yes.
That's interesting.
Many people become their own toughest critic.
Meaning they judge themselves very harshly.
Exactly.
If they make a mistake, they immediately feel guilty.
If progress is slow, they think they're failing.
And if things don't go according to plan, they start questioning themselves.
That's right.
The problem is that life rarely follows a perfect plan.
Never.
Every meaningful goal takes longer than expected.
And usually includes unexpected problems.
Yet, many people still expect immediate success.
That's one of the biggest mistakes.
Why?
Because impatience creates unnecessary stress.
That's a good point.
Think about learning English.
Okay.
Nobody becomes fluent in a few weeks.
Of course not.
Improvement happens little by little.
The same is true for careers.
The same is true for business.
The same is true for changing your family's future.
Exactly.
Let's teach another useful word.
The word is patience.
Patience means the ability to remain calm while waiting for results.
For example, patience helped her continue studying.
Or big goals require patience.
That's definitely worth remembering.
Another challenge many people face is comparison,
That's becoming a huge problem today.
especially because of social media.
Absolutely.
People open an app and suddenly see hundreds of successful people,
They see expensive cars,
luxury vacations,
successful businesses.
and impressive lifestyles.
Then they look at their own situation and feel discouraged.
Even if they're making progress.
Exactly.
Why is comparison so dangerous?
Because you're comparing your reality to someone else's highlights.
That's true.
You don't see their struggles.
You don't see their failures.
You don't see the years of hard work behind their success.
You only see the final result,
And that creates a false picture.
especially for people carrying family responsibilities.
Yes, their journey is often more difficult than it appears.
Sometimes they're building a future while solving problems at the same time.
That's a challenge many people never experience,
Yet, those challenges often develop important qualities,
such as resilience,
discipline,
determination.
and maturity.
Exactly.
The difficult part is that those qualities usually develop during hard times.
Not easy times.
That's why growth often feels uncomfortable.
Because growth and comfort rarely exist in the same place.
That's a powerful sentence.
I think it's true.
You know, many people believe that being the hope of their family means they can never be afraid.
I don't agree with that.
Neither do I.
Courage isn't the absence of fear.
Then what is courage?
Continuing despite fear.
That's an important distinction.
Very important.
Because everyone feels afraid sometimes.
Even successful people.
Even confident people.
Even people who seem strong from the outside.
The difference is they keep moving forward.
Exactly. And sooner or later, everyone who carries family expectations faces a difficult moment when they begin wondering whether all their effort is making any difference at all.
We talked about the pressure that comes from carrying family expectations.
That's right. And we ended with an important question.
A question that many hardworking people ask themselves at some point.
Is all this effort really making a difference?
That's a difficult question to answer.
Especially when results take a long time to appear.
Many people expect progress to be visible immediately.
But real progress is often invisible in the beginning.
What do you mean by that?
Think about a tree.
Okay.
Before it grows high above the ground, it spends a long time developing roots.
That's true.
During that period, it may look like nothing is happening.
But important growth is taking place.
Exactly.
The same thing happens in life.
It does.
People spend months learning skills,
Months studying.
months working.
Months making sacrifices.
Yet, from the outside, very little seems to change.
That's why many people become discouraged too early,
They mistake slow progress for failure.
when in reality, they may be closer to success than they realize.
That's an important lesson.
I think so too.
Let's teach our listeners an important word.
The word is progress.
Progress means gradual improvement or movement toward a goal.
For example, her English improved through steady progress.
Or, small actions created meaningful progress over time.
That's a sentence worth remembering.
You know, another challenge many people face is loneliness.
That's a topic that deserves more attention.
Why do you think loneliness becomes part of the journey?
Because responsibility often changes your priorities.
That's true.
When you're focused on building a better future, you start making different choices.
Different from your friends sometimes.
Exactly.
While others are relaxing, you're studying. While others are avoiding responsibility, you're thinking about tomorrow.
Over time, that difference can create distance.
Have you ever experienced that?
Definitely.
What was it like?
There were periods when I felt that nobody fully understood what I was trying to achieve.
That must have been frustrating.
It was. Sometimes I wanted people to understand the pressure I was carrying.
Did that feeling ever disappear?
Not completely, but eventually I realized something important.
What was it?
Not everyone needs to understand your journey for it to be meaningful.
That's powerful.
Sometimes the path you're walking is unique to your situation.
And that's okay.
Exactly.
Let's teach another useful word.
The word is isolation.
Isolation means being separated from others or feeling alone.
For example, long periods of isolation affected his motivation.
Or, success should not require complete isolation.
That's an excellent example.
Another challenge many people face is the fear of disappointing others,
That's a very common fear.
especially when family members have high hopes.
Absolutely.
Sometimes people become afraid of making mistakes because they think everyone is watching them.
I think many listeners know that feeling.
The feeling that failure is not an option.
Exactly.
But is that realistic?
Not at all.
Why not?
Because every successful person has made mistakes.
That's true.
Every successful person has experienced setbacks.
Every successful person has failed at something.
Exactly.
So perhaps the goal should not be avoiding mistakes.
The goal should be learning from them.
That's a healthier perspective.
Much healthier.
Let's teach another important word.
The word is setback.
A setback is a problem that delays progress.
For example, financial difficulties created a temporary setback.
Or he treated every setback as a lesson.
That's a great mindset.
You know, something else happens when people become the hope of their family.
What's that?
They often feel guilty when they focus on themselves.
That's very true.
Explain what you mean.
Imagine someone spends money on a course to learn a new skill.
Okay,
Instead of feeling excited, they feel guilty.
because they think the money should be spent elsewhere.
Exactly.
Or maybe they spend time studying.
And feel guilty because they're not helping immediately.
That's a difficult situation.
It is, but many people forget something important.
What's that?
Investing in yourself is often an investment in your family's future.
That's an excellent point.
Skills create opportunities.
Education creates opportunities.
Experience creates opportunities.
And opportunities can change lives.
Exactly.
So personal growth isn't always selfish.
In many cases, it's necessary.
Let's teach another useful word.
The word use, investment.
Investment means using time, effort, or money with the expectation of future benefits.
For example, education was one of her best investments.
Or, learning new skills is an investment in the future.
That's definitely worth remembering.
Another thing people rarely talk about is exhaustion.
That's a very important topic.
Why?
Because carrying responsibility for a long time is tiring.
More tiring than many people realize.
Exactly.
Sometimes people become exhausted and immediately think they're weak.
But that's not necessarily true.
Not at all.
Being tired does not mean you're failing.
That's an important distinction.
Someone who's been working, studying, and helping others for years will naturally become tired sometimes.
That's part of being human.
Exactly.
The danger comes when people ignore their limits.
Because eventually everyone needs rest.
Rest is not the same as quitting.
Not even close.
Rest helps people continue.
Quitting stops the journey.
That's a big difference.
A very big difference.
Let's teach another vocabulary word.
The word is endurance.
Endurance means the ability to continue through difficult situations for a long time.
For example, years of hard work required endurance.
Or, endurance helped her continue despite challenges.
That's a valuable word.
Definitely.
You know, one of the biggest surprises in life is that success rarely solves every problem.
That's true.
Many people imagine that reaching a goal will suddenly remove all stress.
But life doesn't work that way.
Every new level brings new responsibilities,
New challenges,
new decisions.
new expectations.
Exactly.
So perhaps success isn't about creating a perfect life.
I don't think it is.
Then what is it about?
Becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable while facing life's challenges.
I like that definition.
Me too.
Because it focuses on growth rather than perfection.
Exactly.
And sooner or later, every person who feels responsible for their family's future discovers that the greatest challenge is not always money, opportunity, or difficult circumstances.
Sometimes the greatest challenge is much closer than that.
Much closer.
It is the voice inside your own mind that keeps asking whether you're truly capable, whether you're doing enough, and whether the future you're working so hard to build will ever become reality.
All right. We talked about the voice inside our minds that questions our ability to succeed.
That's right.
The voice that asks whether we're good enough.
The voice that focuses on our mistakes.
The voice that reminds us of every failure.
And if we listen to it for too long, it can become very powerful.
Especially during difficult periods of life.
Absolutely.
Jake, why do you think self-doubt affects so many people?
Because most people only see the final result of success.
That's true.
They don't see the uncertainty that came before it.
They don't see the sleepless nights.
They don't see the fear.
They don't see the countless moments when someone wanted to quit.
Exactly.
So they assume successful people are always confident.
When the reality is often very different.
That's an important reminder.
It really is.
Let's teach our listeners an important word.
The word is confidence.
Confidence means believing in your abilities and judgment.
For example, confidence helped her speak in front of a large audience.
Or, confidence grows through experience and action.
That's a great sentence.
Because many people think confidence comes first.
But often action comes first.
Explain what you mean.
Many people wait to feel confident before taking action.
That's true.
But confidence usually grows after action.
After you've done something difficult.
Exactly.
After you've survived challenges.
After you've proven to yourself that you're capable.
That's a very valuable lesson.
Especially for people carrying family responsibilities.
Why?
Because they often believe they need perfect confidence before making important decisions.
But perfect confidence rarely exists.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have to move forward while still feeling uncertain.
That's often how growth happens.
You know, something else changes when people spend years working toward a better future.
What's that?
They become stronger in ways they don't notice.
That's very true.
Strength doesn't always look dramatic.
Not at all.
Sometimes strength is simply continuing after a difficult day.
Sometimes it's showing up when you don't feel motivated.
Sometimes it's staying focused when progress is slow.
Or remaining hopeful when circumstances are difficult.
Those moments rarely receive attention.
Yet they are often the moments that shape a person's character.
Let's teach another useful word.
The word is character.
Character means the qualities that make a person who they are.
For example, challenges helped build his character.
Or, character becomes visible during difficult situations.
That's definitely worth remembering.
Another thing I've learned is that people often underestimate their influence.
I completely agree.
Sometimes a person believes they haven't achieved enough.
Meanwhile, younger family members are watching them, learning from them.
Being inspired by them.
Even if they never say it directly.
Exactly. A younger brother may see someone studying every day.
A younger sister may see someone refusing to give up.
Children often learn more from examples than from words.
That's very true.
Which means your actions can create an impact long before success arrives.
Sometimes the example you set becomes just as valuable as the results you achieve.
That's a powerful idea.
It really is.
Let's teach another vocabulary word.
The word is influence.
Influence means the ability to affect how other people think or behave.
For example, her positive attitude had a strong influence on others.
Or, parents have a powerful influence on children.
Excellent.
You know, many people spend years worrying about whether they're doing enough.
That's very common.
But perhaps there's a better question to ask.
What question?
Are you moving forward?
I like that.
Because progress is rarely perfect.
Nobody moves forward perfectly.
Everyone makes mistakes.
Everyone experiences setbacks.
Everyone has moments of doubt.
The important thing is continuing.
Exactly.
One step may seem small,
One day may seem ordinary,
one effort may seem insignificant.
but small actions repeated over time create remarkable results.
That's how most success stories are built,
Not through one huge moment,
through hundreds of ordinary moments,
through consistency,
through patience,
through persistence.
and through the decision to keep going.
Let's teach another useful word.
The word is consistency.
Consistency means doing something regularly over a long period of time.
For example, consistency helped him improve his English.
Or, small efforts become powerful through consistency.
That's one of the most important lessons in life.
Definitely.
Before we finish, I want to say something to our listeners.
Go ahead.
If you feel like you're carrying your family's hopes on your shoulders, remember that you don't need to become perfect.
That's important.
You don't need all the answers,
You don't need instant success.
and you don't need to solve every problem tomorrow.
What matters is continuing to grow,
Continuing to learn,
continuing to improve.
one day at a time.
Because the future is not built in a single moment.
It's built through thousands of small decisions.
Decisions that often seem unimportant at the time,
Yet those decisions eventually shape entire lives,
sometimes entire families.
sometimes future generations.
That's why today's topic matters so much.
Being the hope of your family is not about carrying everyone forever.
It's about creating opportunities that did not exist before.
It's about becoming a source of strength,
It's about refusing to surrender your vision,
even when progress feels slow,
even when nobody notices your effort.
even when doubt appears.
Because one day you'll look back and realize something important.
What's that?
The person you were becoming was just as important as the goals you were chasing.
I love that.
Me too.
Before we finish, let's do a little speaking practice.
If possible, answer these questions out loud.
First question, what responsibility motivates you the most?
Second question, what challenge are you working through right now?
Third question, how do you deal with self-doubt?
Fourth question, what progress have you made during the last year?
And fifth question, what kind of future would you like to create for your family?
Try answering with complete sentences and use some of today's vocabulary.
Speaking out loud is one of the best ways to improve your English fluency.
Before we go, let's quickly review what we discussed today.
We talked about responsibility, opportunity, patience, progress, isolation, investment, endurance, confidence, character, influence, and consistency.
We also explored family expectations, self-doubt, sacrifice, and personal growth.
Most importantly, we discussed what it really means to become the hope of your family.
It doesn't mean being fearless,
It doesn't mean being perfect.
and it doesn't mean succeeding overnight.
It means continuing to move forward when life becomes difficult.
It means believing in a better future even when you can't see it yet.
And it means becoming the kind of person who creates opportunities for others.
So here's our question of the day. What is one step you can take this week that your future self will thank you for?
Write your answer in the comments.
You can begin your sentence like this. This week, I will
We'd love to read your thoughts.
keep learning,
Keep growing.
keep moving forward.
And remember, great futures are built one day at a time.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, everyone.